negative G pushover there. In a sequence that's a very high-octane combination of classic aerobatic figures and manoeuvres from a typical freestyle competition aerobatic program. Melanie discovered aerobatics in sponsorship and aircraft sales and rentals. She also represents various other organisations through her aerobatic flying. She was the best placed woman pilot in the 2023 Advanced Level World Championships, and then last year she won the British International Open Aerobatic Championship, becoming British National Champion and the first British, or in her case Franco-British woman to stand on a mixed international podium with an FAI medal. That's the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale, governing body for sport aviation, including aerobatics. Rolling in the vertical, then a few turns of a spin, one hesitation roll showing us the very crisp handling of the extra, as Melanie then pulls vertical once again into a half loop with a series of knife edge tumbles at the top. Two and a half turns of that, a figure often referred to as a roulade. Vertical once again with a hesitation roll on the way up. The speed once again bleeds off. And here she descends into a knife edge spin. Heading towards you, descending slightly in a turn through 180 display line. Multiple further rolls and then a hard 90-degree negative G turn. Heading into a vertical climb, which I expect to terminate in a negative flick eventually. Very uncomfortable for her. Continuing into and through the vertical.
Oh, that's nasty.
And a complete outside loop to describe there before heading back away from us. Remaining inverted. Ouch, that looks very uncomfortable indeed. A flick roll at the apex. A 4-point hesitation roll, an upward 45-degree line, followed by a tumble, and now that excellent power-to-weight ratio comes into its own as Melanie brings the extra 330 into effectively a hover, very nose high. Isn't it easy to see why she's won all of these titles at competition level, but also gained such a reputation on the international aerobatic display circuit as well. A lot of use of negative G in this display, as in this second outside turn. Surfaces of the extra as she passes by.
Good, that colour scheme, I love it.
Excellent view of Melanie in her cockpit. Do show your appreciation as she goes from knife edge one way to knife edge the other. Quite apart from being an ambassador for aerobatics, Melanie also represents an organisation called Elevate Her, the aim of which is to encourage more young women to get into aviation as a career or indeed as a hobby. And she's doing so very well indeed around the International Airshow circuit with several appearances at British displays this year, having given her first British Airshow performance last year at Civile, and great to see her spreading her wings further on the circuit. Climbing to regain some height, putting the smoke back on, powering up and diving back in towards the display line. This on what we call the B-axis at 90 degrees on to the main A-axis along the runway, pulling up, really showing us the power of the extra with multiple vertical rolls, transitioning into an upward tumble and then a spin turn at the top and descending back down towards the display line. So many other accolades, Melanie in 2016 became the first woman to compete in the very famous Red Bull Air Race World Series with multiple podium finishes to her name and a victory at Indianapolis, no less, the famous Indy Motor Speedway in 2017. Very much at the cutting edge of a modern, unlimited aerobatic art.
Oh, look at the way it flicks the back.
Extended, rolling tail slide. Coming towards the end of an absolutely exceptional display of individual aerobatics here. Hesitation there on the diving 45 onto the axis again, pulling up. A series of rolls and then a brief push into negative G and again hanging it on the prop.
That is literally hovering. That is absolutely hovering.
Back in, you can see now at slower speed to come back past you, and another very impressive knife edge pass. Again, to show you the upper surfaces of your chance to give her away to the fifth of the crown line as she passes by. A further vertical roll.
Goodness me, I'm actually dizzy. Oh, holy salmon gills. Look at this. Will this be your favourite display of Cosford Air Show?
This is such a varied display of different figures, but interspersed with these nice low, close passes. To finish her display. Well, what about that?
Whoa, I mean, you are not going to land like that, are you?
Well, not quite finishing her display. A further series of wing rocks, a further flick roll, and that does now complete her display. She's just told air traffic.
How do you,
Absolutely
how do you remember that?
I must say, I've never seen Melanie perform before
I've
today.
not seen that before.
And I am to meet her at 4 o'clock. She's going to be doing a signing, Andy, down by the catwalk area with the extra EA330. So now if you look to your left-hand side, the next display item is already rolling, just getting airborne. This is the
burnout!
In the UK, we knew the aircraft as a Harvard. This aircraft just getting airborne now will be the next display item. First thing to mention is that very distinctive sound.
I love that sound.
Golf India, Brian Stone, 1, 8, 6, 12, right, 1, 8, 1, 4, 7.